Well, gentlemen, I'm Captain S.S. Panesar, former Director of Flight Safety from Indian Airlines. I have served in Indian Airlines for more than 35 years and flown different type of aircraft starting from DC-3, Fokker Friendship, Boeing 737, Airbus A300, and I retired in 2000 as the Director of Flight Safety. I was Director of Training also in Indian Airlines. I was also on a deputation to the DGCA, that is the Director General of Civil Aviation, as a senior flight inspector for about 2.5 years. Today, after this incident of Pakistan International Airlines, I felt the need for me to come and tell how our DGCA is working and how safe are our skies and who's controlling the safety of passenger and aircraft in the Indian skies. The main regulatory body which controls the safety of aviation in Indian skies is the Director General of Civil Aviation, which is under the direct control of the Ministry of Civil Aviation. The DGCA, I will call it as headed by one Director General of Civil Aviation, who's supposed to be having sufficient knowledge about aviation, and especially from an aviation field. Earlier, the DGCA used to be either a pilot or aircraft engineer or air traffic control officer or from Air Force. But last few years, they've started placing Director General Solution from the IAS bureaucrats without assessing whether he has any aviation knowledge or not. The present DGCA even has no aviation knowledge and who's headed by DGCA. I will tell you the functioning of DGCA. DGCA does conduct examination for the pilots, engineers, issue licenses based on their qualification and passing the appropriate tests and all that, and also to frame rules for the safety of aviation in India. They make rules which are further sent to the ministry and sometimes even to the parliament for passing the statutory provisions regarding change of rules in Indian aircraft rules. Indian aircraft rules were formed in 1937 and it is continuing. After that, many inquiries, committees have been appointed by the Government of India to go to the Safety and Aviation Regulatory of India. One such committee was formed with the chief was Air Marshal J.K. Seth, who conducted the complete working of the DGCA and its department-wise. He was an experienced pilot from Indian Air Force. He called all the people related to the aviation and took their advice also. He gave a report in the late 90s and he said the DGCA in India is the most incompetent organization as far as safety of aviation is concerned. That report never saw the light of the day after that because they just put it in the waste paper basket. It was affecting these bureaucrats. In that report, he has mentioned they do not have any technical experts who are experts in investigation of incidents and accidents. They have a department of air safety in DGCA which used to conduct the inquiries regarding any incident, accident taking place with the aircraft or on the ground air traffic control. But they had no experts in the field of aviation and they used to conduct the inquiries. He mentioned in his report that DGCA, their procedure, modus operandi of investigation is they suspend a pilot immediately or the engineer after the incident. They don't give him any information, the grounds on which they suspended. And if he has political influence, they used to release him. Otherwise, they'll keep him on ground for years to come. They will not give the inquiry reports, nothing they will give it. But he also mentioned these people who investigate, they have no technical experience to investigate incidents of high technological type of aircraft flying today. And he says in his report that DGCA is the jury and they are the jury, they are the judges. They investigate, they decide, and with the influence of the political masters, they give their judgment to suspend a pilot's license or to take any criminal action against him. However, there was a lot of protest in India. A lot of aviation-minded retired people, they took objection that DGCA has no competence to investigate. So there should be a separate board for investigation of aircraft incidents. After a lot of pressure, the government separated the Aircraft Investigation Department from the DGCA, which is supposed to only conduct exams and make rules. I will talk to you later on how they conduct the exam, which is a very sad state of affairs. Now this board which has been formed, it was headed by some people from DGCA itself. Later on, recently, they have appointed one group captain, serving group captain from Indian Air Force. I had the opportunity of interacting with him. I find he is a very intelligent, very honest, and an experienced pilot cum officer. He is going through grassroots problems of aviation and coming out with his observation, which we are proud of him. And I wish some more officers like him are inducted into the safety board who have the knowledge of investigating incident and accidents. I'll give you an example. Two cases I will quote. One was in 1990, one Airbus A320 of Indian Airlines, which was just inducted in that year. It crashed near Bangalore, and about more than 60 people died. You will be shocked to know even the Birla's family, a lot of members of his family also died in that crash. I was a Deputy General Manager Flight Safety, and I was also associated with this inquiry. At that time, the chairman of Indian Airlines was Mr. P.C. Sen, who was a bureaucrat, IS fellow, and DGCA. We all went to the site. We saw the whole wreckage, and DGCA people who were conducting inquiry, I can assure you, they had no knowledge. At that time, some political masters, they approached the Airbus industry. They said, we will ground this aircraft and reduce the reputation of the newly fly-by-wire aircraft unless you take care of them. All these manufacturers, they have their own intelligentsia in different countries where they sell their products. They told them this government is not going to be, there are going to be elections, you need not to look after them. However, the Honorable Judge of Karnataka High Court, who was conducting the investigation, he gave a very good report, factual report. He said the pilot who was conducting the check of the other pilot was not fully experienced as an instructor to conduct this check, and he made mistakes on final. He had not full knowledge of the computer also. And that's how the crash has taken place. The minister, Honorable Minister at that time, through proper working and all that, they grounded this aircraft for almost 6 to 8 months, 320, without giving any sufficient reason why they are grounding. All over the world, 320s are flying. Only in our country, Indian Airlines, when he purchased 20 aircraft, they were grounded. In summer, temperature 40, the plexis were melting. Airline had to pay a lot of money as a loan, interest on loan, and cost of maintaining these aircraft on ground. Indian Airlines could never raise its head after that crash. Now I tell you a shocking news. How they restarted flying these aircraft, which according to that then minister was a very unsafe aircraft. The Kuwait war took place. In the guise of bringing those refugees from Kuwait, they started flying Airbus 320 after being grounded for more than 6 to 8 months. May I ask the question, if this aircraft was so unsafe, was it safe to bring the refugees? How you started putting this aircraft back on route? What inquiries were conducted? Nothing was done. This is how the aviation has been working. Now I'll tell you the latest incident where the incompetence of DGCA and the Ministry of Civil Aviation comes in. One Boeing 737 aircraft belonging to Air India Express was operating a flight from Trichy to Dubai. The flight was almost near midnight and it was probably overloaded. The pilot, while taking off, they got airborne little late than the normal place of rotation. While rotating, they just scraped the boundary wall. When they scraped the boundary wall, one antenna, instrument landing system antenna was broken, and one or two antenna of the aircraft which are in below the belly, they got broke, and the aircraft got airborne and continued flight to Dubai. The ATC of Trichy, they did the inspection. They found the wall is slightly scraped and antenna is also broken. They informed the pilot. Pilot in the meantime had changed over to Bangalore control. When pilot was told of this incident, he had no indication in the cockpit of any abnormality. However, he did the recycling of the gear. Maybe he said the gear is broken or something, but nothing happened. He continued the flight. Anyway, but the airline, some person took a very good decision. He informed the pilots, you divert back to Bombay, land in Bombay. The aircraft took permission to fly direct from Muscat control to direct to Bombay, and he landed Bombay safely under the direction of the airline. With all passengers and aircraft safe, he landed safe. The DGCA people, the so-called experts in aviation, they came. They took some statements of the pilots and all that, and they rang up the DGCA, this has happened. And the DGCA, without getting the reports, without actually finding what the cause, without consulting the expert, he suspended the licenses of pilots for 3 years from that date of incident. When this incident came into the media, I came to know about this incident, and I wrote under RT Act 2005 a letter to DGCA, can you give me the copy of investigation report and what action you have taken? Promptly I get a reply within 3 weeks that this case is being investigated by the Aircraft Accident Investigation Board, and we have sent your request to that department. They will let you know. Fine. In the meantime, I tried to get in touch with the Group Captain Handa, who was the Director General of AAIB. And I got a letter from the Aircraft Investigation Board that the investigation is still in progress. Note, investigation is still in progress. They have not come out with the decision what mistake pilot made or whether aircraft was certified to fly, whether the aircraft was overloaded or not. They have not given any report. I don't know the pilots, but when I got this letter, the investigation is on, the DGCA has suspended their licenses for 3 years. On what grounds? Their own manual, which is known as Procedures and Manual. I'll show you the manual. This is the DGCA's own manual, which says enforcement of policies and procedures. In that procedure, it is clearly mentioned by the DGCA. They will wait for the investigation report by investigator and the recommendation. And after the recommendation, they will issue a show cause notice to the pilots and give them ample opportunity to protect their cause. Nothing was done. No show cause notice was given. DGCA just suspended as a dictator, as the owner of the master of the airline, who is a bureaucrat having no knowledge of ABC of aviation. I am afraid if he knows the spellings of aviation terminologies. Suspended his license. The pilots are on the ground for last more than 17 months. When the investigation is still in progress, nothing happened. Aircraft is flying after 1 month, 1.5 months of incident. No passenger is hurt. Nothing has happened. They have grounded the pilots. And their own manual says, I will read out few lines which are very important. It says very clearly, and they make rules and they violate themselves because they think they are the masters, they can do anything they like in the world. It says, the concerned officer who has power of suspension shall determine the appropriate duration of suspension on the basis of the recommendation of the investigator. Investigation still going on. No investigative report has come. In order to meet the ends of natural justice, a notice of suspension, show cause notice to the alleged offender, shall be required to be issued, whether or not it is legally binding and obligatory. The charge is required to be mentioned in the notice, and appropriate time should be given to submit his explanation. Now you tell me, the DGC has suspended the license of the pilots. On what grounds? I wrote another letter to DGCA. Please let me know the copy of the preliminary report of investigation carried out by the officer. Have they done the proper investigation? Whether the aircraft loading, baggage loading, all was weighed after the landing? Whether the aircraft was overloaded, underloaded? Why did the pilot rotate it very late? This was my concern. Now look at the another incident, which recently took place a few days back in Pakistan. I'm sorry to know, sad state, people died. But that agency have released all the DFDR, digital flight data recorder, statement of the ATC and the tape transcript of the ATC, because they are open. There is a transparency in there. But these people will not give you any copy. To the pilots concerned, they have not given the copy of preliminary report on which they have suspended the license for 3 years. I can assure you, if these pilots had some political backing, they would have not been suspended. They might have been rewarded for saving the passengers. But since poor chaps, young boys, I don't know them, they have been suspended. And you see, another rule is there's a conspiracy. It seems there's a conspiracy between the airline and the DGCA. If the DGCA cancels the license for 3 years, the airline is not obligatory to pay them anything. But if they could said as DGCA, you will not fly till the investigation report is over. You cooperate with the investigation committee. You will not leave the country. I accept it. In that case, the airline is bound to give them some maintenance allowance, subsistence allowance, maybe 60% of their salary, to at least survive. Today, to become a pilot is not an easy game. They have to take a lot of loans. It costs lakhs and lakhs of rupees to get a pilot license today. Now, the airline does not pay them any suspension on. DGCA has no concern. They are suspended for 3 years. I am sure if these boys, instead of going to the court or investigate, they should look after some political influence. They'll be released immediately. They might be rewarded even. Is this the way our regulatory DGCA is functioning? Even today, I can guarantee you, there is not a single person competent to investigate the incident, accident, or conduct examinations. I will tell you later on how the examinations are conducted for the pilot. In the past, many fake licenses were issued by DGCA. In compare, you will laugh and smile the way this DGCA is functioning. I'll give you some incident which will make you continuous laugh for a long time. This is how they work. They do not want to involve any professionals or veterans who have the knowledge of investigating. After this incident, I wrote to the Honorable Minister that I would like to associate with the investigation. But I didn't get any response. I had no political backing. Anyway, that's a different issue. The idea is to find out the truth of the incident. The idea of investigation is that we must find out the reason why the pilot made a mistake. Was it a pilot mistake, technical mistake, weather mistake, or any other mistake? And to take a corrective measure so that in future such incidents do not take place. If pilot had made a mistake, within limit, we will ground him, we'll send him to the training center, give him more training. We call it a corrective training. Till corrective training is done and is again checked by the senior pilots, examiners, he will not be released in command. But nothing has been done like this because the DGCA is not expert. He doesn't know anything about aviation. He's a simple bureaucrat. He must be very good in writing note sheets and filings and all that. Because pilots are not very good in writing and all that. So he must have given a beautiful report to the top people. I got a message from some of the very DGCA, I don't want to name the person. He said this inquiry only done to satisfy the bosses and all that. Is that right? This is the way our DGCA is working. It is high time we should involve people with aviation minded. When I was on a deputation to DGCA as a senior flight inspector, I've been an instructor examiner of Boeing 737 and Airbus A300. There was one pilot from Air India. He was a instructor examiner on Jumbo 747. There was one pilot. There were two pilots from Air India who were experts on Airbus A310. And we were three pilots from Indian Airlines. I was in charge of the Boeing and Airbus. Another pilot was in charge of the Boeing and Airbus, and one pilot from 320. He was examiner on 320. We all used to gather, have meetings, discuss incidents. Even we used to go on the route flying. We watched what is the route navigation, whether aids are proper or not. Where all agencies connected with aviation are proper. We used to give a very comprehensive report. And that department at that time was headed by one person known as Air Marshal Keeler, who himself was a fighter pilot, dedicated pilot, very honest, very knowledgeable. He used to watch our reports. He used to take our explanation. What report you are making? He used to give his final decision. But today, few years back, the federal aviation experts, they came, they found the mess in DGCA. They say we are going to ground the flights from India to USA unless you improve your DGCA. Your inspection department do not have the proper inspector. When we joined on deputation to the DGCA, the aviation department, we were given training by the ICAO experts. They came from Montreal and Bangkok. They trained us for 10 days each. Then after this warning by the FAA, what DGCA did to satisfy them, they selected inspectors in bulk, from all the airlines. Now they are cheaper by dozens. But I'm not sure whether they have been trained properly as per the ICAO guidelines or not. Whether they have if they would have been trained, I'm sure this incident of Trichy, the pilot should have not been grounded for such a long time. They should have just grounded, and after the immediate report, they should have been sent for a corrective training. Whereas the AIB is still telling me, even I got a letter a month back, the investigation is still in progress. And the DGCA has given a capital punishment. Suspend their license for 3 years. Shocking, shocking. This is the state of affairs of aviation in India. International Civil Aviation Organization, they have a manual by the name of Investigation of Accident. They're given the guidelines. Who all are competent to investigate these incidents and what are the procedures to investigate this accident. The foreword of that manual says all accidents should be investigated, but not for the punitive purpose. They should be investigated and the correct cause to be found out so as to take corrective action such accidents do not reoccur in future. It also mentions if a pilot is a habitual offender, the action should be taken against him. It doesn't say that no action to be taken. If this is the state of affairs, I do not know. I think we have to invite somebody from God to come and set our aviation safe. TIA crash, it took place, and the next day we had the DFDA recording. We had the ATC tape transcript. That pilot, he landed, he was very high on approach. He landed at half the runway on the engine without the gear. The aircraft, and he tried to open up, go around again when the engines had scraped the ground. If it had just abandoned the takeoff and hit the wall or something, all passengers could have been saved. Now this incident will be investigated by experts. They will find out what corrective measures to be taken for future. All incident action teach you some lesson, and we are supposed to take action accordingly. I'm sorry to say the state of affairs of civil aviation in India. They don't want to listen to veterans and all that. I had the opportunity to meet top ministers also, but they are not ready to listen to us. And I can guarantee you, In DGCA, we do not have experts. They make anybody, they have so much of powers. The book says the DGCA can give as much punishment as he likes it. So I think I have discussed enough about DGCA. I'll tell you their role of examinations, how they conduct examination, how they issue licenses, sometimes fake licenses. It's a funny incident, you will know how they issue the licenses. Thank you very much. God bless our aviation.